habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. Find the home when you're not here. I'm saying I can't lose without you.
Hey friend, hey girl, what's up? What you been up to? How you been? You good? Girl, I'm good. I'm good, girl. I know it's been a couple of days. I haven't posted anything or did anything, but well, I haven't been doing anything. But today, wait, first of all, let's hold up. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, will always be LaDonna L, will always be LD. Yes, that's me, will always be me forever. That's me. I'm LaDonna Lee. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's get the party started. Let's get it started. So y'all, I'm on my Aries cup tonight. When you see the Aries cup, baby, you already know what it is. It's lit. And so y'all go ahead and get y'all a little drink, a little nightcap. I'm gonna wait on y'all. You know, give you a quick little minute because we're gonna discuss some things tonight, baby. I'm gonna put y'all in my business tonight, baby. Y'all gonna get in my business. We gonna talk about my life. Yeah, how we got here. So go get your drink, and I'm gonna wait on you. All right, we back. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because I'm ready, child. So tonight we're gonna do a little story time on how we got here, you know, because everything is connected to some purpose. Sorry, y'all. Hold up. So we're gonna take this back. You saw the title. My childbirth story. Yes, my scary, insane, you don't know what you're doing childbirth story with my firstborn, my son, Devon. So we're not gonna go as far back as me conceiving my son, because this is still my child. You know, there's a lot of factors within this whole little story. So we gonna speed it up to when I found out my 17-year-old self was pregnant. Yes, senior in high school. Just living life, doing things that I should not be doing, you know, thinking I'm grown and I got this, whatever, however. Baby, period, MIA. I'm like, yeah, so this can't be what it's gonna be, baby, because I ain't never want to be nobody mama day in my life. There's no way in the world I'm pregnant. No way. No effing way I'm pregnant. So me and my god sister, we go walk. We take us a walk to Walgreens. This is probably the only person that knew that there was a kid inside of me. Boom. Well, it was a few more people too, but they were so loyal to me. But let me keep going. We go walk to Walgreens, baby. We buy a pregnancy test. I pee on that stick. I don't remember how many you need. 2 lines, 1 line, in between lines, bitch. Girl, I'm sorry. But whatever it said it needed, I had. I ain't believe it. This ain't no way I'm pregnant. Who's gonna tell my family? What? We're going into my senior year. This about to be the best year of my life. I'm on my way to college. There's no way in the world I am pregnant. No way. Impossible. Boom. We go to another store. We go to the Family Dollar. Baby, I done bought. We done went to Walmart. We done went to Family Dollar. I done bought the highest test to the cheapest test, baby. My whole little Winn-Dixie check here. Every last one of them tests told me I was pregnant. I'm pregnant. So I'm like, man, let me give y'all a little backstory. I am the first grandchild on my dad's side. On my mother's side, I am the second grandchild with the first girl. So there's a long stream of children that look up to me on both sides. They love me. They look up to me. They want to be like me. And I'm looking like, girl, you done messed up your whole life. Your life is over. This is it. Like, you got to get rid of this. Ain't nowhere in the world you can have no baby. So, being young and dumb, I started doing all types of home remedies, baby. I'm trying to see when God has a purpose on you. When something is supposed to happen to you, regardless of what. Like, when it's already set in stone. I promise y'all, anything there was to do to try to get rid of a baby, I did it. I did it. I did it. I will not sit here and lie to y'all. I'm talking about drinking vinegar, moving furniture. This whole time, don't lift your hand up over your head. You could strangle it. Any and everything there was to do. Baby, my body will not take no vinegar. My son ain't want nothing but corn dogs, snowballs, tacos, and pizza. The whole 7.5 months he was inside of me. So, all right, none of that is working. I discussed it with another friend. We leave school. Now we back in school. We back in school. We leave school. She go with me to a clinic or whatever. She was gonna try to play it and say she was my big sister. They wanted way too much information. It was not gonna happen. And as for my family, y'all, I just felt like I couldn't tell a soul. For one, me and my mom, our relationship was so, it was really toxic at that point in life. And even with it being toxic and me having a whole lot of animosity towards her, that she really didn't deserve. Now that I'm older, I understand why she made the decisions that she made. But even with us having that animosity, with me feeling the way I felt, I couldn't go to my mom because I knew that I would hurt her. Regardless of what, she was still my mama. I still love my mama with everything inside of me. I just could not bring telling her that I was pregnant and hurting her. And my aunts, every time we turned around, everybody just was so proud of me. There was LaDonna about to graduate, LaDonna about to go to college, LaDonna about to do this. Soon as I got this close to telling somebody, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, my mama and my mama's sisters would have never let me have no baby. If I'd have told one of them, I'd have been at the first clinic smoking. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that's what I wanted. I ain't gonna even front. I can say that because my son Noah, we've had conversations. I wouldn't trade him for nothing on this earth's surface, but I did not want to ruin my life. I did not want to feel like I was a failure to my whole family. So I was ready. Take it. It don't matter. So let's fast forward. I can't come to terms with telling anybody that I'm pregnant. I'm depressed. I'm working. I'm going to school. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm all messed up. So I remember having this dream, right? I had a dream and I was holding this baby. And I knew that the baby was a boy, but the only thing that I got from the baby boy was his smile. And we were at my high school graduation and I had this baby in my hand, this beautiful little boy, but only thing I saw was his smile. Anybody who know my son, if you pay attention to past videos and you see my son smile, my son's smile can light up a room. It has always been that way. And so when I woke up from that dream, I instantly knew I was I'm having a baby and ain't nothing I could do about it. Ain't nothing I could do about it. I gotta be somebody's mama, and it is what it is. I hadn't told his father. He knew though. He knew. Like I said, there's some details I choose not to share because even though my son's father hasn't been the best father, that's still his father. And I ain't no bitter baby mama. She ain't it. I ain't nobody bitter baby mama. No. So, and my son is a great young man. He's 22 in the process of getting his CDL. He's never been in trouble. Won't have no issues, baby. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. Let me brag on my boy right quick, but I am not mad. Not even for a minute, y'all. But all right. So at this point, I know I'm going to have a baby. Ain't nothing I could do about it. I'm too far along. I'm starting to feel movements, but I'm still hiding it. Nobody knows. You cannot tell that I'm pregnant, that I have a child inside of me, unless you saw me naked. If you didn't see me naked, you didn't know that I had a child. Remember, I'm a senior in high school. And my mom, like with her defense, she kind of didn't really see me that much. Like I worked a part-time job. I was at school. By the time I got home, my mom ran her own janitorial business before Hurricane Katrina. So like she didn't see me, but I was smart. I knew like how to play the game. Like I knew I couldn't wear my player uniform pants. I started wearing clothes that made sure that you wasn't able to tell. And you know, with boys, you kind of carry different. Now, both of my grandmothers said that they knew I was pregnant. They both had a conversation about it. They didn't say anything. You know how grandmothers is, girl. Grandmothers don't miss a beat, okay? They both was like, she's pregnant. But they were gonna, in their head, they were giving me time to come out and say it. I wouldn't say it. But they didn't. They also didn't know that it was the amount of time that it had been that nobody knew that I was pregnant. Keep in mind, y'all, I ain't got no prenatal vitamins. I haven't seen a doctor. I don't know anything. I just know that this kid is growing inside of me, and the only thing he eat at this point is pizza and Taco Bell. That's it. He won't even let me eat sour cream. That's all he want. That's it. So I start thinking smart. I'm like, okay, I can't buy nothing because I can't risk nobody finding it. So I started like just cashing my checks and taking like $30, $40 out and putting the rest of my money in a shoebox. Where I thought I was going at with this possible $1,000 I save in between of having my son, I don't know. I just was like, I don't know if nobody gonna accept me. I know my mama gonna put me out. My grandmother's gonna hate me. Like, I have ruined my life. Like, it's over. Like, it's just gonna be me and this baby, and I'm gonna be stuck with this baby, and I'm gonna have to love it and take care of it and move on. I don't know what else to do. So I just started saving my money. As y'all can see, I ain't got no notes or nothing, girl. This is the story of my life. I got this story on lock. Baby, I don't need nothing for this one, because, child, this is my life. So, all right. Speed up. It's January 17th, 2002. Remember, I've been saving my money. Nobody don't know nothing. So me and my brother, I'm a senior. He graduated the year before. So he had to go take a drug test for a job on the Royal Sonesta on Bourbon Street. He had to take a drug test for this job. So he was like, come meet me on Canal Street when you get out of school. I was like, all right, if we go to Taco Bell, I'll come. He was like, all right, you really want to walk all the way to the end of Canal Street? Canal Street is like downtown New Orleans, is where people shop and whatnot. So it's like a currency move. My dog is about to knock down the ring light. Yo, hold on. My bad. So Canal Street is like an area in the city that it's like a good 8 to 10 blocks long. But they had a Taco Bell, KFC, like way to the end. Like you gotta walk all the way to the end and then like a few more blocks down. So I was like, I come if you gonna buy me some Taco Bell. If you don't buy me no Taco Bell, I'm not coming. So he was like, I'm gonna buy you some Taco Bell. I'm like, all right, when I finish with my second class, I'm gonna come catch the bus and I'm gonna meet you on Canal Street. So when I got up that morning, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I did not feel right. I was like, something isn't right. Like, I don't know about this. Like, something not right. But I also know that it's too early for me to have my son. But I had an off feeling. So that morning, I went to my first period class. I put my head down. I went straight to sleep. And my teacher, who actually had the honor of teaching my children when they were in high school, and luckily, even with me having kids, he only had great things to say about me. And he was so honored to be able to teach them and see that I raised two respectable young adults, teenagers at that time. And he ain't play like that. He did not play no sleeping in his class. You're gonna do your work and you're gonna get out. But for this day, I guess he was like, something not right, that's not like her. So he tapped me on my shoulder and he was like, LaDonna, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know what's wrong. I just really don't feel well. And he was like, keep your head down. I slept to the point that he had to wake me up when the bell went off. The bell went off. He woke me up. He was like, you gonna be able to stay in school? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I got one more class. I'm going to my class. And then I'm leaving. So I go up the hall. I go to that class. I go straight to sleep. halfway through this class, I get like the weirdest pain possible in my stomach. I like hopped up. I'm like, and my classmate was like, girl, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know, but my side hurt. Or whatever. She was like, your side hurt? I was like, yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. Boom, I stay in that class. I get out. They have like, we used to catch the RT. They had buses outside. I hop on the canal bus. I go meet my brother. He had the bus stop waiting on me. We go to the place for him to take his test. He take his test. We laugh, we joke, we walk all the way down Canal Street for me to get KFC Taco Bell. I never forget it. I had 3 hard tacos, a biscuit, and 2 wings, extra crispy. I sat there, I ate it all. He ate whatever he ate. On the way back, I just started having pains. Like every now and again, I had to stop. I was like, my side, god damn, my side hurt. But we young and we stupid. Again, he don't know that I'm pregnant. He don't have a clue that I'm pregnant. So he like ripping me. He's like, that's all that food you ate. You got to get home, get on the toilet, this and that. So all right, we get on the bus. Now we did not stay together. This is my god brother. He's not my blood brother. We didn't stay together. So we get on the bus. I get off the bus. At my stop, he lived further out. He's like, call me as soon as you get inside. I'm like, all right, I'm calling when I get inside. So I'm walking. And when I say these pains getting so intense, I never forget they had this lady. She was like, boo, baby, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm almost home. She was like, are you pregnant? And this was like the first time outside of Christmas Eve. One of my aunties asked me, was I pregnant Christmas Eve? And I denied it. It was Christmas. Everybody here, you're not about to expose me. I just was like, no, I'm not pregnant. We left it alone. You know, whatever. That was the first time somebody asked me, was I pregnant? The second time was this lady. And when this lady asked me that, and I said, I'm still holding on. No, ma'am, I'm not pregnant. You sure? I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not pregnant. Or whatever. She was an older lady. You know, baby, that wisdom is something serious. So at that point, it clicked in my head. I was like, is this contractions? Like, no matter where this could be contractions, because this is way too early for this to be contractions. Like, can't be. I get home. I'm like doing my math again. From when I missed my period, I'm like, it is too early. I am 7.5 months pregnant. I still have 6 weeks to go. There at least a month left to go. I am not pregnant. Like, that can't be. I mean, I'm not in labor. So I lay down and I take another nap. Baby, I don't even know how long this nap was. I can't even give you all the timeline. But the amount of pain I woke up in, whoo, at that point, if I ain't know before what labor was, I knew right then and there, you and labor and a baby is on the way. So keep in mind, y'all, I'm still terrified to tell anybody. My brother called. He like, what you doing? I was like, I'm in the house. I'm about to take a nap. He was like, I told you, call me when you got this. I was like, my bad. I'm about to take a nap. But I hadn't already took the nap. I go in the bathroom and I run bad water. I don't know why I feel like taking a bath was going to help me feel better, baby. These pains, when I tell you, I could see my son like shifting and moving inside of me. These pains were so real. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. So in my head, taking a bath was going to make me feel better. So I get in the tub. I took a bath with my daughter too, but that's another story for another day, girl. So I get in the tub or whatever to try to like make myself feel a little better. So at this point, I'm like, I gotta tell my mama. But I'm still scared to say I'm pregnant. So I pick up the phone and call my mama. Why my mama phone going straight to voicemail, y'all? Straight to voicemail. So I'm leaving messages. I'm like, Ma, I don't feel good. Please come home. But my mama phone at the time, she had a prime code. It was a gold phone. Anyways, but she had a prime code. So, but she had an issue with the phone where the phone was like going dead all the time. But she would check the voicemail like to make sure I'm home and stuff like that. Or she'll call me from one of the offices to make sure I'm inside. So I'm leaving her voicemails and I'm like, Ma, I don't feel good. You need to come home. Something not right. I don't feel good. I'm still scared to say I'm pregnant. So then I pick up the phone and I call my grandmother, the one who raised me, who I'm the closest to. And I called her and I was like, Grandma, and she was like, yeah, what's wrong? But she was rushing. She was to work overnight. And I was like, nothing, I'm okay. All right, I'm gonna call you when I get to work. So when she hung up the phone with me, she said she told my grandfather, she was like, something wrong with LaDonna, but I'm gonna call her when I get to work and see what's going on or whatever. So yo, I started feeling like I had to have a bowel movement, right? So at this point, I sit on the toilet. So I sit on the toilet. That's why I say, baby, when it's time for a baby to come, that baby coming. You ain't gotta push. But I promise y'all, this was nobody but God. And this is why I could never not believe that there's a God. Because there's no way in the world I should have survived this, right? So here I am, sitting on the toilet, legs wide open to the full degrees that they have to be for you to have a baby. And I know that I'm fully contracting and a baby is about to come from inside of me. So my legs are so wide, I'm like not really sitting on the toilet. It's like I'm leaning back, legs up like that, right? So before you know it, I'm pushing. I'm pushing with not even actively knowing that I'm really pushing. So I push. However many times I push, I remember that last long push, and I remember like basically like having my son in my head, like with him in the toilet damn near, like his body not in the toilet, but he's like there. So I pick him up, and at that point, I pick up the phone and I call 911. So when I call 911, I tell the lady, she answered the phone. I say, ma'am. She was like, 911 operator, how can I help you? I was like, how you doing? My name is LaDonna Lee. I'm at 8025 Trappier, apartment D. I just had a baby. She said, what? I said, I just had a baby. She's like, where's the baby? I don't hear the baby. Is the baby alive? You know, whatever. And I was like, and I looked down at him at that point because he really had made like a noise. And like, soon as she said that, he went like, what? And she was like, I hear him. Congratulations, you're a mom. And like right then and there, it hit me. I was like, I just had a baby. I'm somebody's mama. Who? What? So she was like, what do you have around you? Is there anything for you to wrap the baby up? And I was like, I have on a shirt. I had on this, I used to have this outfit. It was a war gear. And I had put this shirt on like when I got out the tub. She was like, take the shirt off and wrap the baby up. So here I am snatching the shirt off, holding the baby. Now remember, we're still umbilical cord, everything. So I take my son and I wrap him up, and she was like, hold him as close to you as possible. I was like, okay. She was like, I'm sending 911 to you right now. I was like, okay. She was like, do not hang up this phone. I am so grateful for this 911 operator, y'all. I promise y'all, if I could like get in contact with this lady, I would give her the biggest hug. She did not get off the phone with me. So boom, before you know it, that she's like, is that them? I was like, yes. But it was really the fire station. The fire in New Orleans, the fire station always get to you well before 911. So remember, I am a 17-year-old girl. I don't have nothing on me. I didn't wrap my baby in this shirt. They're knocking on the door, and she's like, how are they could come in? I was like, the door is locked. She was like, it's locked. Where are you? I was like, in the bathroom all the way to the back of the house. She was like, can you walk? I was like, yes. So as I'm walking, remember, I just had a baby, so we got blood and all types of stuff just falling from me. I walked to the front door, I opened it for them. The firefighters were so polite. They was like, wait, whoa, hold up. Like, just the respect they had for me as a young woman. They took a blanket and they helped me like wrap me up with the baby. And at this time now, the EMTs are coming in. They come in, they cut the umbilical cord, they throw me and my son on the gurney or whatever, and they get us out there. So at this point now I'm starting, and I'm in pain because I got all this what is it? The afterbirth still inside of me, enough to have the biggest infection possible. I'm like, I am hurting. I'm in so much pain. So they're trying to like work it out, but they really can't get it out of me at this point. So we shoot to the hospital, Lakeland Medical Center, that is now Walmart on Bullitt, but that's what they took us at, Lakeland Medical Center. They get us back, and I never forget they had this one other color nurse and another our color nurse who were working on me. So they're talking to me, and they're like, you know, how far along do you think you were? And I got the numbers. I know. I'm telling them, I'm like, I should have been 7.5 months. My son was like 4, 8, 17.5 inches. And they really wasn't worried about him. And it was like, baby, he a fighter. He's supposed to be here. He all right. We're worried about you. Your blood pressure through the roof. So they get all this afterbirth and everything out of me. They're pushing it out of me. It's the worst pain ever. I felt like it was worse than actually having my son. Now, I never forget, the nurse was like, well, how did your mama not know you was pregnant? And that brown skin nurse looked at her and said, the same way we wouldn't know our child was pregnant because we at work right now. And rolled her eyes at her. She said, baby, you gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. So I'm at the hospital by myself, y'all. It's just me and this little baby that I'm still confused about. My mama finally get the messages. She rushed home. She see blood all through the hallway, all through the bathroom. She don't know what's going on. She done bammed on neighbors' doors, asking them, like, where's my child? Y'all saw my child. They got blood all over my house. My mama neighbor say, people, I understand mind your business, but at the same time, if you saw a lady, a single mom and her daughter, and you never saw her daughter, like, never in trouble, never in any situations, like, because I really wasn't a troublesome child. Like, I got caught up and I got pregnant, but I was never, like, a child of problem. Like, she just told my mom, she was like, I don't know what happened, but I saw your daughter leaving on a stretcher. There's no in the world I'd have saw my neighbor daughter leaving on the stretcher and I wouldn't have went outside. Now, don't get me wrong. I probably wouldn't have told you your child had a baby. But I'd at least got information like where y'all bringing her for when her mama come home, etc., etc. Like, but that's neither here nor there. So my mom goes back inside and she's like calling my grandmother, telling my grandmother like something is wrong, there's blood all over the house. I left her messages, and at that point she sees like where they have the pool of blood at, and she's like down there crying, hysterical, telling my grandmother she don't know what's wrong, where I'm at, what's going on. And she picked up a piece of paper from some scissors that was open, and a scissor said, and a paper said, in my blood and placenta and everything else that was on the floor, she was able to read umbilical cord scissors. And she told my grandmother LaDonna had a baby. So fast forward, we at the hospital. Girl, I don't want to call my son's father. I don't want anybody to know anything. My mom is upset. My mom is like, you're not keeping this baby. We giving this baby up for adoption. I can't believe you ruined your life like this. My aunts and my grandmothers were perfectly fine. They're like, listen, you're not the first, you're not the last, you know, like, it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it. We gonna move forward. But I'm sick, y'all. I had preeclampsia the whole time. That's why I say nobody but God kept me. Nobody but God kept me and my son. And that's why I tell my son all the time, like, there's so much purpose running through his veins. Like, not just mine, but, like, God bringing you here throughout all that, bro. Like, man, it's so much life for you to live. Like, there's real purpose here for you. Like, you're supposed to be somebody. You are somebody. My mama mad, baby. Security, they told her she had to go because my blood pressure through the roof. I'm still touch and go. They're like, the baby fine. He perfectly fine. We ain't worried about him. We worried about her. Her blood pressure too high. She had preeclampsia. She need antibiotics. We can't get her numbers down. Everybody got to go because all my aunts then ran to the hospital. I don't even know the time frame of this. I had my son at 8:10ish, 8:21. I don't know. Somewhere between 8 and 8:30. I'm not getting no birth certificate out. So they didn't made it there or whatever. They didn't put my mom out the hospital. So my aunt are there, my godmother stayed. She's like, I'm staying tonight. We're going to get this together. And that's when me and my godmother actually came up with my son's name because she was like, what do you want to name him? Because, baby, everything said Lee Baby because this is still all new, girl. We don't know what's going on. So I was like, I want him to be named after my dad. My dad's name is David. So I was like, I want his name to be, so we came up with some things. So Davon was actually what it is. His name is Davon Troy. Troy is my mother's deceased brother who was my favorite uncle growing up. So he's Davon Troy. The next day, my mom made me call his dad. She came back totally prepared to be a grandmother. Like, she just was ready to deal with it. My grandmother used to always tell a story how she was saying, I can't believe you did this and you did that and you didn't spend all your money on Jordans and this and that. And then like she was so shocked when I was like, well, no, actually I haven't. If you go in my MX, my 95 box in my closet, I have over $1,000 saved. Now what I thought I was doing, I don't know. I didn't have to buy anything for my son. My family stepped in and did every single thing. Like, they gave me the baby shower that I deserved. They loved him from the minute they saw him. You know, they just stepped up and they gave me grace. They gave me God's grace. And that's how we got here, y'all. Like, my stories, like, I know, like, me being a mom ahead of time, beforehand, you know, like, when I had my son, I went into straight adult mode. Like, I turned into a totally different person. And I'm recognizing now that that was the beginning of LaDonna losing LaDonna. because I just wanted to prove to everybody that I had not messed up my life. Like, even though y'all accepted him and y'all were happy, and, you know, it still was that still deep down, like, dang, you know, I wish it wouldn't have happened. Because you can't help but wish that. But that's when, like, I lost me. And that's what's bringing me here. Because, like, I have a voice, and I want other women to hear my voice and hear my stories and know, like, where I've been and where I'm going and where you at and where you could go and how I could help you get there. So I know y'all see, like, a lot of, like, me vlogging and just showing, like, you know, Ubering and me getting myself out of a situation that took some time to happen, that we'll talk more about also. I think we touched a little bit of it. But, yeah. That's my story of how I had my son at home by myself. How not a soul knew I was pregnant outside of like 2-3 people. Like I said, his dad knew. When I called him the next day, he came straight there. He didn't hesitate to sign the birth certificate. He knew that was his child. Like I said, that's a story that I choose not to fully discuss because that's my son, and that's my son's fault. There wasn't any sexual assault or anything like that. I won't ever say that, no, but anyways, girl. So yeah, that's my birth story, and that's how we got here, and that's how we're gonna navigate through my YouTube journey and me helping other women grow and other young women get through situations of being from single moms to not a single mom to just needing the support of knowing that you could do it. Because I'm here for you, girl. I promise you, I'm not going nowhere. And just like, that's it. That's just, you know. And I mean, we got another story time coming. This is gonna probably be like a 2-part, maybe 3-part series, because we got to talk about how my family had my back and I went into Superwoman. I'm grown. I'm going to take care of my child mode to... It's 5 months later and I'm pregnant again. To be continued. Bye.